Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shalon Magi, and this is a sort of a day in the life sort of video episode. Just me running around, probably going to be doing some missions, um, exploration, all that sort of thing. I've got some video footage of a new paradise planet that I found, and it kind of matches up to a paradise planet I've been looking for quite a while, and that is like a paradise planet with like white grass or black grass. Now, this paradise planet, technically the grass is not quite white, but it's whitish. It's like a lavender color. Also did a bunch of freighter changes on my freighter. I think I've got some clips of that, so I'm going to throw them in here. Um, but for now, I think the first thing I want to do is I want to debrief my frigates because I'm going to start sending my frigates out pretty often because I kind of got rid of one of my combat frigates, Class S, and I was hoping to get a living frigate to replace him, but kind of didn't happen, and I don't really have the patience to go specifically searching for one. Already got a living frigate anyway. So wound up having to get a whole new combat frigate, and he's only a Class C. So I'm going to be involving him in a bunch of, every mission available for him until he gets up to S class. But right here, got a psychonic egg, so that can go into my living ship technology. Got another one. And if I get, I'm getting a bunch of them actually. That's great. And if I get duplicates, that's cool because I have a Wraith living ship too. So it can all go towards either my newest living ship or my Wraith. All right. And then, of course, units and anything else that is acquired on these missions or whatever is always welcome. So, um, now I also have footage, like I was saying, I have footage of this new planet. Also found a couple different autophage locations. I always check the staff combinations, and I had found a pretty much an identical staff to one of my staffs I had in the past. All right. Anyway, I think that's about it with that. I'm going to go ahead and pretty much do a little bit of inventory sorting, sell some stuff I don't want, and then I will catch up with you. Probably the footage of me discovering that new planet. So I'll catch up with you then. Hey everyone, I'm back. So I pretty much at least got started organizing my stuff, but I'm out of room for a lot of my technology, so I decided to come to my paradise planet that has my exocrafts because I keep extra stuff in these guys, and yeah, so in this one I've got multi-tool, and I think a I need a plasma launcher. I'm gonna grab all three of these because I don't know. Um, that's the roamer, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there. All right, so anyway, I don't think it's this weapon, but it could, yeah. I need a plasma launcher, so I'm gonna take this out for the time being. I want to look at all three of these, see which one is the most powerful. I guess I'll compare these right now. So 70 damage, 72 damage, radius This don't have radius. Okay. Projectile velocity. Okay, so that has, 70 is the weakest. What about this one? Wow. So that's got some nice stats. It just don't have the damage. So I guess my lowest damage is this 12. I'm guessing. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my for that weapon. Of course, unless I find some better technology for my neutron cannons. So this weapon is what it is. Pretty low damage. I think with all minus 50 neutron cannons, I can get this up in the 120s, maybe 130. I did want to summon my living ship so I can put this technology in them. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, and also I got some things to make spaces, but I feel like that's something I can mess with later. I think maybe filling in these spaces makes more sense, actually. But anyway, I'll throw one in here. All right, that's good for now. Because I'll probably want to put one in my Wraith too, but I want to check out what I'm getting here. Shield. 7 shield. 14 shield. Okay. So I guess I'll throw this in my Wraith. Let's see what else I get. Ooh, now that's nice. Dispersion. Okay, so that just crushes that. Yeah. All right, so that's not making no difference, so. All right, and I think, yeah. Minus 10 launch, minus 6, minus 6. So I'll get rid of that. All right. And I guess I'll throw that stuff in my Wraith. Oh, wow, I must have, yeah, I must have put him in archive. I did. All right. Let me see. Nomad is got my ores. All right. What about my motorcycle? Okay, I guess I'll throw these things in. Is this the Pilgrim? Yeah. And this can go in the freighter. All right. This can be refined. All right, everyone. I think I am going to. I think I'm going to go ahead and head to the new base. Or I'll tell you what. What is? Oh, it's my Minotaur. I'm gonna get the old clips juiced up. All right, I'll catch you then. And it looks like I found the planet a paradise type planet that I've been looking for a while. It appears to be a white grass paradise planet, and I've been searching for one of them for quite a while. Also, this planet has cobalt, paraffinium, and copper, but I had gotten rid of my paraffinium, nitrogen, cobalt base because I had found another paradise planet that had these three resources, and I tried building a base, and I was able to get all four. I was able to get nitrogen, oxygen. Oh wow, what do we got? So this planet also has the ancient relic type things, the polished stone. That's even cooler. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna fly to a few different spots on this planet because I want to see not only if I can find some curious deposits, but also want to check out a little bit of the scenery and stuff. Pretty crazy terrain. Okay, so it's turning nighttime here now. So I think what I'm going to do is fly around the planet to where it's daytime, so I'll meet you there. Actually, these guys just appeared, and I'm going to see if I can replace... I wound up getting rid of one of my fighters back when I did my living ship quest, because I wound up getting rid of one of my living frigates to replace it with a living frigate, and then I wound up getting the living ship, so I'm just going to grab looking for a combat, and here's one right here, but I want to fly around and check out. I would assume most of them are all combat. All right, yeah, we'll take that. Class C. So it'll be a little bit of a thing to upgrade him. It'll take a little while, but that's all fine. And right here, go in this direction. So it looks purple from space, but on the ground it kind of looked white. Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of white to me, the grass. It's like a white, sort of pink, purple tone to it, but I'm kind of digging it. Plus, mostly calm weather, so that's definitely a plus. And oh, we got a drop pod right over there, so we'll check that autophage camp. I actually, if you notice right now, I'm rocking a whole new multi-tool. All right. Okay, so I'm going to head over to that pod. But yeah, rocking this whole new multi-tool. I've got what I call my Iron Man getup on, yellow and orange or yellow and red. And so the multi-tool I found, and I might make a future video. I got a lot of multi-tool and Starship videos, but I may make a video with this staff because I wound up landing, and like all the time when I go to autophage camps, I always check the staff layout. Just want to see the color combination and the class. And this thing was an immediate S class. And I only added one spot to it, which is right there. Right? So I only added this supercharged. I found out what the supercharged slot was at the space station. I had a bunch of expansions. I don't think I got them on me at the moment. But I took all my expansions and I wound up, I started right here and worked all the way over and found out that this was the supercharged layout. And then what I did is I just went ahead and hit my reload restore. So basically, when I got out of my spaceship, created a restore point. So before I even got up to the weapons terminal, when I reloaded my restore, it put me at that point to where I didn't spend any of my expansion kits. So I knew that the supercharged slot was here. So I spent one to get the layout. And the layout of the staff it's pretty decent, right? You got a supercharged slot here. You got one here, and one right here. That's a pretty good layout because it's helpful if you take your normal neutron cannon, not an upgrade, but the cannon itself. And it's always helpful if you can get it in between two supercharged slots. So in this case, you've got the option to put it here, or you got the option to put it right here. Right here gave me better numbers, as you'll see. So if I put it right there, well, no, it's pretty much the same thing, right, as if I put it there. So pretty decent layout. This, as you can see, it's not the best technology. It's not terrible, but it's minus 45. So I think if each one of these were minus 50, right, this is minus 45, and then I believe this is 42 or 44. 44. So if these were all minus 50, I do believe that this thing would be up in the high 120s, maybe 130. And kind of a colorful, decent looking staff, so I figured I'd take it. So I think what I'm going to do for the time being, I want to make sure I have a base in the system. I might as well just put the base where my save beacon is, actually. Nice sunset or sunrise. Let me land one more time and check. Yeah, it's pretty interesting, like a lavender / white colored grass. Oh wow, what the hell? What's going on with this guy? Viking rails backwards as I approach them. They seem startled by my presence. Another intelligent life form. Unsure how to behave. Their voice is rough, as though it's not been used in weeks. Doesn't seem to take my words. Instead of assessing the multi-tool I carry, they relax, persuaded that I am no threat. They reveal their scrap metal haul, salvage from abandoned crates and machinery. Pod nearby indicate they have proven problematic. They have gained only partial access to its contents. I am invited to try it myself. Okay. Oh. No. Purpose of this pod is unclear, but the source of the Viking curiosity is obvious. A closed chamber on the side of the device. The hatch remains firmly sealed despite the numerous scratches left by attempts to open it. Praise open chamber. Let's touch the display. If I get it wrong, I'll just reload. The display responds dramatically the moment my hand makes contact. Several screens of messages flash past too quickly to make out, but I catch something about biometrics. The hatch slides open and anonymous ticking begins. Sound. I have just enough time to reach in and grab the contents of the chamber. On the 16th tick, the hatch slams closed and the pod is again silent. Okay, so gold. Alright, what's seems surprised by my return. Forgot name. Yeah. Multi-tool module they have developed themselves, but upgrades look valuable. Okay. I actually just wanted to land and see if I can catch anything. And nope. Yeah, I guess there's already enough, a whole lot of different types of resources to get here. So, all right, everyone. I'm getting ready to hit my freighter, and I did a whole lot of reworking, rebuilding on my freighter. And one of the things I did was I made the refiner. Well, I did a whole lot of new stuff, but one of the big things was I made the refiner room much bigger, whole lot more refiners in there. And before I left, I filled every one of them up with runaway mold that I had. Now I still got quite a bit left on me at the moment, but since I got this new staff, I think I'm going to grab all these nanites, and I'm going to grab my old orange staff, take all the technology out. So let me do a little. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder why that's. Well, that's odd. So I'm not getting any electric here? Very strange. These things are working. There is no option to, what? I'll be right back. I'm warping to a nearby system that has a black hole, because I am basically working my way to the center of the galaxy slowly, but that's odd that my short-range teleporters, the electric's not showing, because that has not happened before. Okay, here we go. So this is kind of like my main room when I get out of the control room. And out here, I decide just to make it a big open space. I'll probably put a bunch of decorations, decorations around. Now, I did keep my industrial room with my refiners right there, and I kept my bank right there. But up above me and I kept the herbalist or biological botanical room where it is. But I did put the technology room up above, and like these guys are really populating this room right here. It was even worse earlier, so what I decided to do is I made, and obviously we got some stairways that take us up to the top. But what I did was I made some extra corridors right here, which this corridor will take me to the bank or my storage vaults. The one on this side will take me to the industrial room. And the reason I did it was because none of my NPC guys were anywhere to be found out here in my storage room. But I think since I put those, since I put the corridors here connecting it, it looks like they're starting to populate the area, and I kind of want them to do that anyway. So, but anyway, so this brings me up to my normal technology room, which probably looks pretty familiar if you've watched any of my other No Man's Sky videos. And so obviously this will take me back down to the bank, right? And then the one on this side will take me to the industrial area, and I'll give you a quick look at that now. So I've got a whole lot more refiners here, and they're all done. They're all done making my nanites, and then straight ahead is, takes me back to the beginning. Now this one will take me right up to the technology area. Now, kind of odd, but the one here will take me straight to my room with all my plants and stuff. So anyway, let me go ahead and do what I got to do here, which is I don't know. Let's see what kind of mission they have available. If it involves fighting, I'm going to put in equip a better staff. Yeah. All right, cool. This should be fun. And while I'm going down there to kill these guys, I might as well equip my most powerful staff, which is definitely this one, 148,000, and it does have plasma launchers, so that's really cool. Wind up having a lot of fun with the plasma launcher killing all those monstrosities. And I want to make some this. I'm low on this. And throw that in the freighter. Wow. All right, I think I'm ready to do this. They should have a emergency signal scanner too for the pirate or the derelict freighters for me. I don't think I checked yesterday. Maybe I'll check when I get back. All right. So hopefully I can just go down and wipe them all out and then hit the anomaly instead of going down, going in the room. It gives me coordinates to a whole nother spot. Okay. What the... There we go. All right, let me call out my friend here. And I've got something for him, actually, because he's going to be pretty useless without a radiant brain. So I'm going to go ahead and hook that up for him, and he is good to go now. All right, plasma launcher. Good to go. Oh, wow. Got some damage happening. Oh, wow. I need to do some, oh, what is it? Honey tart. This will increase my life support by a pretty big amount. Yeah, 113. All right. Wow. Yeah, they tore me up. Oh, I'm out of plasma here. $42. All right. Oh, okay. So I got him. Let's go with audio repellent. Play some really bad music, pretty much scare them away. Okay, so that is hunt and kill monstrosities. I need to repair this. I gotta make a Heart of the Sun, damn it. They're always fun to make. Globe shade. I need ionized cobalt. Alright, whatever. I'll meet y'all at the anomaly. Huh, same parking spot. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm going to check and see if he's got an emergency signal scanner up here for me. And then I'm going to hit the freighter and repair that make the rest of those shades or whatever they are. There we go. Derelict freighters. And let me give him some data. Plants. Alright, cool. Alright everyone, I'll meet you at the freighter real quick. Okay, let's see. Oops. Getting close. Whole bunch. Oops. One more before the heart of the sun. And there we go. Heart of the sun coming up. Alright, now I can repair this thing. And remembrance, I think that basically just gives me an extra thing of life support, I believe. And I think that's all that's damaged. Yeah. So, alright everyone, I'll catch up with you. Hey, what's up everyone? So, I am back. It's another day. And I was going to initially do some Quicksilver missions, because that's probably about all the time I have left for this episode. But you know, I've just been playing the game, exploring, looking for all kinds of stuff. And I got down on a planet where I found this staff. Now, not too long ago, like last week, I found the same looking staff, yellow and chrome. However, now I already went to the space station. This was a Class C. And the only spot that was open was right here. And I took it up to a B class. It opened up this spot down here. Then I took it to an A class. It opened this spot right here. So I am really, really curious to when I take this to an S class, like where is that next supercharged slot going to be? Because, I mean, with the setup already, this thing potentially has the potential to be maybe one of my most powerful weapons. So I'm really curious. My other yellow staff, which is right here, again, not the greatest technology, not terrible technology, but as you can see, the supercharged slots are not in the most favorable areas. So, I mean, I'm pretty certain at this point, just with the new staff, with those supercharged spots, I'm pretty sure it's going to blow that one away. But kind of have to be totally sure. If that's the case, then I'm going to pretty much get rid of this base, the yellow staff base, and I'm going to replace it with this staff. And at some point, I might make another multi-tool video, like, like 5 different multi-tools that I think have pretty good layouts, like this one. And the last one I got was the yellow and orange staff, and that was like an immediate S class, so I'd probably include that in there. But I'm going to go ahead and cook up some runaway mold, and I will catch up with you when that's all done. We'll go to the space station, and I'm real curious, like super curious to see where the next spot is. All right, everyone, I'm back, and I still got a bunch of mold cooking up, but I have enough to take this thing to an S class. I just kind of wanted to mention something, not that big of a deal, but when I found, I don't think I have it equipped. Maybe I do. Yeah. So when I found this staff right here, and this was the straight up S class staff that I found, pretty decent. if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm always trying to like match my armor with, with the with whatever weapon I have, like whatever staff I have, and all that kind of stuff. And when I found the orange and yellow staff, of course I was like, oh, I'll just make my guy's suit like gold, like yellow and orange or yellow and red. And this suit is like particularly metallic, pretty bulky. And the first thing I thought was like, wow, this dude looks like Iron Man. Something funny too, today I was at the Anomaly and I was kind of just away from AFK, right, away from keyboard or away from my controller. When I returned, there was a dude that was dressed exactly like me standing in front of me, had the same armor. It was kind of funny, except he had the, I don't know the name of the staff, but it's from, I can't remember the expedition, but it's that really cool red and black staff. It's got the big crystals on the top. He had that staff, but that was pretty cool. But thinking about Iron Man, I was like, oh, this looks like Iron Man. I was thinking about the first Iron Man movie that was, put out years ago. And like when he first got the suit built and he did that test run, but it was kind of like the prototype, so it was just straight up chrome. And I remember thinking, man, that suit looks amazing. And I guess really at the end of the day, that's the War Machine armor. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to just make this, I want to make this outfit totally just chrome, except for like the glowy stuff, like the helmet and, the chest piece, and then even the lighted up thing on the back. And it works pretty good, man. So like whatever color staff I have, I might roll with this design for a while, just straight up chrome. And then, if I got like a blue staff, I'll just have the blue glowy stuff. But yeah, anyway, not important. I just thought it was funny. I kind of remembered the movie and I was like, oh, I want to try that. All right, let's take this to an S class and see where that spot is. If the spot opens up, I may have to add some expansions to it. All right, there we go. Wow, that's perfect. That is literally really good. So I can put the normal neutron cannon here. It's surrounded by two overcharged slots, supercharged slots, and then I got these. So yeah, everyone, I will be right back with you. I am going to I'm going to equip this thing. Everyone, I'm back. I am at the space station. I'm going to go ahead and add a few slots to this weapon. Obviously, I'm going to fill in all of these. All right. And what I really want to do is I want to take my most powerful technology and throw it in here. As you can see, this is not my most powerful technology. 48, 47, 46. However, with those pieces of technology, damage, 124, it's pretty good. I think if I have all minus 50s, I am like right on the tail of my most powerful weapon. But this is probably, if not going to be my most powerful one, probably the second in line, so that's cool with me. And let me add a couple more slots. So yeah, I'm going to add 3 more, at least for now. And I think that will do it. So I'm going to head back to my paradise base here, and I'll meet you there. All right, so I'm not even close to being done, so I will catch up with you when I find all my strongest technology that is in my storage rooms, and I'll catch up with you then and give you an update. All right, everyone, I'm back. So pretty much got most of the stuff I want in here. I think I'm going to take out the combat scope again. I don't use this thing that often, and I really only will need 3 more spots after that, because that'll be 4 spots, and that'll allow me to equip a plasma launcher. Then I'll just have to juggle some of this stuff around. But, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open up 3 more slots here, and I think that'll do it. Oh man, kind of hate when that happens. Well, you know what? I'll just keep the combat scope in there right now. So I will catch up with you in a moment. So I think I've made up my mind. These are pretty nice. These got the bounce potential and the projectile velocity. Projectile velocity, bounce, projectile, explosion radius. So I'm not sure. I was going to get rid of this, but none of the others have any explosive radius. So I'm thinking maybe not that I'm going to sell this or get rid of it, but I think I may go with pretty much that setup right there. Kind of makes sense to me. And I am curious about something. I want to see if I've got my most strong. I do. So I want to see if the new staff matches up to this. This got good scan range too, but 148, 675. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the yellow one. I'm not going to keep them in the yellow one. I just want to see what it's capable of. All right, switch out the weapon. All right, and let me take these out. All right. Okay, and these are all minus 50, I think. So, yeah, minus 60. Wow. Yeah, so basically this thing becomes my most powerful staff. Not by much. The other one was 148, 675. This winds up being 149, 224. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, I think those numbers are so close that at the end of the day, you're probably not going to notice much of a difference. And of course, it keeps me striving, going to these space stations to always check the weapon vendor, trying to get better technology. So, all right, 124. Definitely want the most powerful one up there. Oh, do I have a spot? Let's see. 48, 47, 47, so 48. 14 damage, that's nice too. So 69. Yeah, obviously it's best put up here. And then these, 10 damage, 13 damage. Okay, 47. Yeah. All right, everyone, I'm back. So I just got done constructing just a simple little base here at the autophage camp where I got this yellow staff. And like I said, I probably will be making a video eventually that'll include the coordinates, the address for this particular autophage camp or base if anyone's interested in the staff. Or if anyone, leaves a comment or something, I can just make a quick video of the address of this place. Actually, matter of fact, I'll just do that right now. Eisentam Galaxy, lower left-hand corner, if you want to take a screenshot of that. You should need coordinates because I've got a base here, and you will see it if you come in the system. So, all right, everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the other base that has the yellow staff, and I'm going to delete that base. Okay, so I have not yet looted this. You know what? I think I'll do that right now. It's weird. It's not letting me switch weapons. Oh, no wonder. So I need to basically take this and decommission this staff right here. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and get these pods out of here. Okay, and then we'll go to the furthest one, which should be like right here. Yeah, right there. And then the other four are pretty much cake. Let me hurry up and get them real quick. I don't see a save beacon, so maybe there is nothing else on this planet or system, which would be nice. Basically just get rid of a base. All right.
Protection falling. Radiation protection stabilizing.
All right. I don't have nothing here, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and delete this base. And it doesn't appear that I have anything in this system. So I think the thing that makes sense to do now, and maybe I'll just end the video with this, is to go up to the anomaly and pretty much decommission this weapon here. So Yeah, I will meet you at the anomaly. Alrighty. Get a couple expansion slots, some units. Yep. All right. Yeah, and I think that's going to do it for me for this episode. This is pretty cool find. Pretty excited about this staff. I know that with the best technology, this is my highest damage staff now, so pretty exciting. So if you made it through this video, then kudos to you, and until the next time, peace out, everyone.